I finally got a chance to go on another adventure. This time I'm going to be traveling down a series of secluded rivers in my kayak to try to get to an area where there isn't any other people for me to do an overnighter in this wilderness that I'm going into. This is one of the few wilderness areas in Louisiana that we actually have, and I'm very excited to go deep into it. We're also going to be doing some fishing as usual, and hopefully we'll catch something so that we can do a catch and cook. But I am very, very excited to be here. I can't wait to get this kayak out on the water. So let's go ahead and just get right to it, guys. We have a couple of obstacles to overcome before we can get to a good fishing or camping area. So we need to figure that out first. Let's jump right into it. On the water, it's very windy, but we're still making good progress towards our destination. Basically what we're going to have to do is we are going to have to portage from one river system to another, and this is going to help us get to a more secluded area. I have never been here before, so I don't know how hard of a portage this is going to be. It might be very easy, or we might be carrying this kayak for literal miles to get where we need to go. So come along, we're going to find out together, guys. So we have made it to our first and probably biggest obstacle of the day. So as you can see on that sign, half a mile that way, there is a Lowhead Dam. These dams, there's not very many of them in Louisiana, but they are extremely dangerous. Your survival rate, if you get caught up in one, is very, very, very low. I'm not in a boat, I'm in a kayak, so I don't have any experience with this type of dam. I don't know how close or how far away I need to be. I'm gonna slowly make my way towards the dam and then get close enough to the dam to where I can scope it out. I'm hoping there's an area close to the dam where I can portage around it and I don't have to come all the way back here and bushwhack for a couple of miles and portage kind of straight into the right. This is very dangerous and I need to be very, very careful. All right, guys, well, y'all probably can't see it, but the dam is straight ahead. I think I see an area where I can get on land safely. My plan is if I can stay right along the edge, that should give me a backup or like a fail safe in case it really gets rough. I'm definitely nervous right now, that's for sure. Let me just test the current before I go any farther. All right, as of now, I can still resist. I'm gonna play it very safe here, very safe. All right, well, we found it and it does look like we're gonna be able to portage right around it. I am gonna have to entirely unload my kayak, carry it and load it back up. Not gonna be fun, but it's just part of the process. I talked to some people who are over here and they have said that it is pretty secluded back there. Y'all caught anything? Holy smokes, guys. I am absolutely beat after unloading and loading that kayak back up. I'm just gonna sit here in the shade, cool off, take a little break before I load my kayak back up, get back on the water, and find my campsite. All right, guys, well, I paddled a couple miles downriver. I think I found a pretty nice spot to set up camp right on a sandbar here. It seems very secluded. I haven't seen anybody since I crossed over and did that portage. The main thing stopping me from going too much deeper into this wilderness is that the current on this river is extremely strong, and I'm worried that if I go too far down, I'm not gonna have the energy to paddle back upstream to get home. So I need to kind of be careful, make sure I don't push myself too hard, because that could get dangerous if I end up going too far downstream and I can't get back up. So I think this is gonna be the perfect spot for a camp. Something I learned on my last overnighter when it was really cold and I was camping in the snow is that I really needed to invest in a pillow. That last trip, I did not have a pillow. I thought I was gonna use my jacket as a pillow, and yeah, just was not comfortable whatsoever. So I've got this mini camp pillow, ultralight camp pillow that I'm gonna blow up and use tonight. We're gonna see how good that does. I've got this tiny little wool blanket that I'm gonna use because it's not really gonna get too cold tonight. And then I've got this another Amazon sleeping pad that I'm gonna be sleeping on top of. This is the same thing I used last time. All right, seems pretty cool so far. Can't wait to try it out. Now that camp is set up, I've got a handful of hours left before it gets dark. Actually about 2 hours. So that'll give me a little bit of time to fish, explore the area a little bit perhaps, and cook up some dinner. I'm thinking I'm gonna take it easy tonight, just eat dinner, fish around camp, and then wake up early tomorrow morning and get on the water for some fishing and see if I can catch something. I think it's ready. Let's give it a go. Oh yeah. It's still hot. Very hot. Probably too hot. We're gonna eat it anyway. I'm starving. Guys, I don't know what it is with these mountain house meals. I feel like it's because I've been out all day doing a lot of strenuous stuff, and by the time I eat these, I'm so hungry. They taste amazing. All right, guys, well, that was absolutely delicious. Now all that's left to do is to sit back, enjoy nature, and watch the sunset. But guys, if you're enjoying this video, please do like and subscribe. This channel just hit its 1-year birthday, and for 2025, I have a goal. I have a dream that in this year, we are gonna monetize this channel. And to do that, I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. And at that point, I'll actually be able to make money off of these videos. If you wanna support this channel, if you wanna see even better content, cooler trips, liking, subscribing, commenting is the best way to support me. And if I can achieve my dream to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, that's only gonna let me do bigger and better trips for you guys. I have so much cool stuff planned in Louisiana, but I wanna get out of Louisiana. I wanna go to Alaska, Idaho, I wanna go to North Dakota. I wanna go on guided hunting and fishing trips all over the country, maybe even out of the country. So if you're interested in that at all, like and subscribe. And now that I'm done putting in my shameless plug, we are gonna throw the drone up in the air and watch the sunset before bed. I just finished flying the drone and I've been seeing fish hitting all over the water, just busting up on top water right in front of my tent. I don't have time to get my other GoPro on my head. I'm just gonna kind of throw my topwater lure out there right now, just see if I catch anything. I don't even know if the angle is gonna be good, but we're gonna try. Oh, something just blew up on me. Something just busted right behind my lure. As I was reeling it in, something just busted up on my lure. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Guys, I was just reeling in, about to put this up, and something just popped up on me. Come on. I'm gonna open the bail, let some line out. Come on now. We're gonna move further down here. It's getting dark so quick. Well, I didn't catch anything, and now I gotta poop. That's gonna be fun out here. Well, I decided to go ahead and take a plunge into the river because my clothes are disgusting and I smell horrible. And it was very refreshing, freezing cold. And now I'm standing here butt-ass naked in the middle of nowhere, waiting to dry off. So that's how my night's going, guys. All right, guys, well, I finally dried off and got my clothes back on. I'm tucked into bed. It's nice and cool outside, probably the last cool day of the year where I'll be able to go camping. But even so, there's a ton of mosquitoes outside my tent. And so I'm just hunkered down in this tent. I'm just gonna lay here and I'm gonna read and just relax until morning. I'll catch y'all then. Good morning, everybody. I got my coffee all made. Remember when I said I was gonna get up before daybreak? Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, I did not sleep good at all. I just could not get comfortable. I got maybe 2 hours of sleep, so I woke up pretty late. I'm exhausted. It's about 6:30 in the morning right now. There was just no way I was getting up before daybreak. But I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna have my coffee, I'm gonna load everything back on the kayak in a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna get on the water. All right. All right, guys, it is time. Could today be the day that I catch my first topwater bass? There's only one way to find out. Let's see, guys. Something just hit top water right over there. Oh, that's not quite where he was at, but... I'm gonna reel it in. I'm gonna try to get closer to where I saw that fish pop up. Come on, come on. Right on top of him. That's right where he was. Real quick, I want to talk about how I'm fishing this grasshopper lure. And this is a trick I learned in Virginia when I caught my first smallmouth bass. Definitely check out that video. But I'm finding trees like this that are overhanging the water. And I cast this lure out and I let it sit. And it's going to look like it fell out of the tree, right? And then you're just going to let it sit for 5, maybe 6 seconds. You're not going to work it too aggressively like I've been doing. And then you're just going to give it maybe 1, maybe 2 little twitches, and you're gonna let it sit for 5 more seconds. And I caught a decent amount of topwater smallmouth with this method. Like I said, it looks like something fell out of the tree. All right, guys, well, I've been fishing for quite some time now. I have not had a single bite. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm drained. This trip has been incredible, but it has absolutely taken all of my energy to keep fishing as long as I have. I'm going to start floating back to the boat launch to pack everything up. If you guys want to watch me fish and just enjoy the sounds of nature, then feel free to stick around. I will put a thing down below letting you know if I catch anything. I'm not going to try to bait you guys into watching. The second I did my outro, not a second after I was done. That is so funny. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, guys. That is so funny. I literally just did my outro. And as soon as I did it, I caught this fish. That's hilarious. Check that out. Nice little bass. Anything in his mouth? Nothing in his mouth. We can't see what he's been feeding on. But just a nice bass. I do believe this is... Oh, this is a spotted bass, guys. Yeah, this isn't a largemouth. But we're going to let this guy go. I'm not going to keep him any longer than I need to. All right, dude. Catch you later. How about that? And I caught that sucker on a black and blue Senko, weightless. As I always like to say in my videos, if you catch one, there's a good chance you're going to catch more. So I'm coming back to the same spot and I'm throwing my lure right back in the water. And we're going to see if we can't catch some of his buddies. And that actually worked. It's a fish. I don't know what happened to my drag, but that's a fish. I think that's another spotted bass. Ugh, I love these because they go airborne a lot. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Oh, he's not hooked too good. Let's get him in the boat. Nice. Oh, that might be a largemouth. I don't know. Well, now we're starting to catch some now that we're going home. All right. I've got this fish in the boat. Now I just need to get kind of out towards the middle of this body of water so the wind doesn't push me into the trees because it is pretty windy today. All right, let's get this guy unhooked.
Oh, there you go. Calm down, calm down. We're gonna let you go soon. I actually forgot my pliers on this trip, so I have to be very good with my hook set. All right. Yeah, I think this is a largemouth, and look, he's got something in his mouth. I don't know if y'all could see it. It honestly looks like something like with antennas. I guess that's got to be a crawfish. I don't know, guys. I hope y'all can see, but that looks like a crawfish, which would make sense if you bit that black and blue Senko. That's kind of imitating a crawfish. Check that out, guys. Beautiful fish here. The bite is finally starting to pick up, but no top water, unfortunately. We're gonna get this guy back in the water, and looks like we're not going home after all. We're gonna catch a few more. All right, buddy, go get bigger. I don't know why they do that out here. I've never seen, that's 2 in a row, did the same little thing when I let him go. I doubt anything's gonna bite that. I was a little bit more aggressive than I meant. I'm trying to skip my lure underneath these trees, and it's been pretty effective so far. That's how I caught, I think, both of those fish. Well, no, not the first one, but that was a little bit too hard of a skip. It's a really useful technique, though, to get underneath these low-lying branches where I would suspect a lot of fish are. Now that I caught 2 dinky bass, I want to catch a big bass. Yeah, I'd love to break my PB. My PB is currently 2.9 pounds, which isn't much. I'd really like to catch something big one day.